Hey, welcome to DA Garage. I'm David, and today I'm going a long journey. That's okay, because I got my trusty 1985 Honda V65 Sabre. My journey starts right in downtown Boise, the capital of Idaho. Boise became the capital when Idaho entered the Union in 1864. However, it wasn't until 1890 that Idaho became its own state. The history of Boise goes back further still. Hudson's Bay Company founded a trading post for wagon trails in 1834 along the Oregon Trail on the Snake River. The spot was called Les Bois, coined by the French-Canadian fur trappers, directly translating to wooded. Thousands of immigrants continued to pass through on their way to Oregon. After about 30 years, gold was discovered in the area and brought a number of prospectors, creating a convenient supply point for the mining camps. Boise is a beautiful and clean city, rich with history. But for now, I have to get going. I've only been riding for about 15 minutes, and already I have to break out the camera again and check out the interesting landscape. Lucky Peak Reservoir is about 10 miles southeast of Boise and offers a plethora of fun things to do, such as water skiing, boating, swimming, fishing, and camping. The surrounding geography is pretty amazing too, with all of its jagged canyons and steep mountains. I don't have time to stop here today, but if I did, I would. Not much further from this point, and we'll be into the forest on those fun, twisty roads. Onward to Idaho City. Here we are at Idaho City, a quaint little mining town tucked into the mountains. Quoting from Hughes Group blog team, back in 1862, Idaho City was born. It was a lively town of quick-drawing men and cheap whiskey. The population grew rapidly as gold was found in the nearby Boise Basin. Over $250 million of gold ended up being discovered here. Thousands of prospectors flooded the tiny mountain town and made it a booming success. Its population soon exceeded that of Portland, Oregon, and it became the largest city in the Northwest. In its heyday, Idaho City contained theaters, opera houses, music shops, tailors, drugstores, bakeries, breweries, and so much more. However, after all that gold was plucked out of the Boise Basin, the prospectors left almost as quickly as they rushed in. The town's population sank, and fires caused the town to be rebuilt time and time again. Luckily, the money made from the gold rush at Boise Basin allowed Idaho City to be speedily rebuilt each time. Now many of the buildings are new, but there are some original buildings still standing that you can go inside. If you ever do find yourself in Idaho City, be sure to stop at Trudy's and get yourself a hot bite to eat. It's a beautiful day. Nice temperature, clear, no wind, just perfect. Wish I could stay, but I gotta get going. Leaving Idaho City, and now we're heading northeast to Lowman. Once you get a little way out of Idaho City, you notice you've left civilization behind. Out here, it's just you and the mountains. Loman, a beautiful spot, but there isn't much here. Still a fine spot to stop and stretch my legs, which I'm gonna need because there's a long way to go. Wow, it is absolutely stunning out here. It's almost kind of surreal too because it's so still and quiet. We're just not used to that. With our really busy lives, there's always some sort of noise going on. And so you come out to a place like this, not very often, and you get to experience how just silent the world is. It's interesting. This area in the Sawtooth Mountains is absolutely stunning. The snow-covered jagged peaks, the vast open meadows, and the dense forest groves. There isn't much that can compare to this geographic beauty, and unfortunately on camera, you just can't quite grasp the grand scale of things here. The sun is starting to go down over the mountains, and it's starting to get cold already. But I just gotta stop, just for a minute, to admire Stanley Lake. Right near the base of the Sawtooth Mountains lies the small, quiet town of Stanley. The town sits at an elevation of 6,253 feet above sea level and was finally considered a town in 1919. The population of Stanley at the 2020 census was 116 people. However, I'm not sure if all of them are permanent residents because the winters here are so snowy and cold. Stanley has sought the seal of approval from the International Dark Sky Association because of its excellent night sky clarity. The Milky Way is very visible above the town due to the crystal clear skies and no major light sources within 100 miles in any direction. This is a beautiful little place. I was not expecting this at all. When I looked at the map for Stanley, I really only looked for this place to get gas. And turns out there's actually little stores here. It's like a little mountain village place. Got a bunch of little shops. Got some houses, really nice houses. It's actually a pretty cool place. I like it. Thought this was a good idea because I probably have like 4 hours to go. And as you can see, it's not getting any lighter. So I'll do something slightly smart and bought some of these. There was still so much to see, but my journey got dark and very cold. Just stopping to get some gas. Not that I really need it, but I think I just need to stop a little bit more. I am cold. I've been riding in the cold and the dark for about 3.5 hours. I want to give it up for this thing though. What a nice machine. Rode almost 400 miles today, flawlessly. I do love this bike. This thing is fantastic. That was such an amazing and beautiful journey. There was a lot that I didn't get to show you though, because it got dark. I came down through Ketchum and Sun Valley, and I'm sure everyone knows about Sun Valley because that's where, you know, a lot of Hollywood actors, you know, they have their houses there. Beautiful area up in the mountains, and it really is. And I had planned to stop in that area, just get a brief little tour like I did with the rest of the stuff, but it was completely dark by the time that I got there, so obviously couldn't do that. I was also cold. I didn't really want to stop anyways, just wanted to get home by that point. What I would really like to do is split that journey in half. I would like to stay at Stanley. And like I said just a minute ago, I was really impressed with Stanley. I was not at all expecting it to be as just amazing with all the scenery and the mountains. But as you know, as accommodating as it was too, there's a few lodges there that I have checked out online and look spectacular. So I think what I'm going to do next time, and this will have to be next year, because it's into November now and very cold and snow, that's all coming very quickly to that area. So I'm not going to be up there until next early summer really, because the elevation is so high that there's going to be snow on the ground for a long time. So it's probably going to be June, maybe late June, before I can actually get back up there. But anyways, I think it would be absolutely amazing. Split the trip in half, get up there for one day, stay in one of those lodges, and then take the next day to be able to travel back home and be able to record the rest of the stuff that I want to show. It would also be much less stressful because I know it probably doesn't really look like it, but each time that I was stopping, I was thinking, I gotta hurry, I gotta go, because I know time is running out, and it did. So I was kind of in a hurry. It would be more enjoyable not to have to be in such a hurry, just be able to take the time that I want to take to show everything. And it would just be fun to stay at one of the lodges there in Stanley, because it's just such a gorgeous area. So yeah, next time that's what I'm shooting for. And at this point, thank you so much for watching, and especially making it this far. Please consider subscribing. I love doing this. The whole process I think is really fun, enjoyable. Love showing off the journey, but it's not free. It does cost quite a bit, not just in gas for this. Not that it's a gas hog or anything, but it adds up when you take long journeys, and the gear, my cold weather gear, maintenance for this thing, it's kind of expensive. All the costs add up, and it's not free. I wish it was, but it's not. And so far right now on YouTube, they don't pay me anything, so anyways, your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next time.